is Sergeant Terry Dixon, Public Information Officer with the Grand Rapids Police Department. Terry, we're live on the air.
At 4:57, approximately 4:57 this afternoon, the Grand Rapids Police Department responded to reports of an individual who had suffered a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Upon our arrival, we did locate an individual outside of Spectrum Health downtown Butterworth campus. It appears at this point that the individual was outside on Barkley in front of the hospital, but on the sidewalk when the gunshot took place. At this point, we're told that that individual, well, immediately following, he was then ushered inside the hospital where he is currently undergoing treatment. I'm told that individual is still alive as we speak, but they are, our medical hospitals are working on him at the moment. There was a suicide note that was left on the individual. This note indicated that there's a possible, quote, package for police officers. So we are currently investigating the entire area to determine if there is anything else that is suspicious that this individual had possibly left behind. So we're still investigating that part. Right now, as far as individuals who may have a medical emergency, we are asking for people who need to receive emergency treatment that they would go to the front entrance of the hospital located on Michigan. They will be received, or emergency medical units will be there, and they will be received for treatment at the main entrance of the hospital. As far as our efforts here on the scene, we are currently kind of locking down the area, just kind of removing people, pedestrians, so we can determine if there is a threat at all at this point. That is where we are in our investigation.
Sergeant, did this note indicate that this device was explosive in nature? Is that the concern here?
No, the note just indicated that there was something left for police officers. We don't know what it is. Could be a bouquet of flowers. We don't know what it is.
Is this unit here, is this the bomb squad that's being brought in for your department?
As we speak, we currently have several different teams and units here right now. We do have our forensics unit, bomb squad, command staff, patrol officers, and other specialized units here to help determine and what is here, and also to figure out how to properly investigate, not figure out, but we're currently properly investigating this scene.
At this point, Terry, do you believe it was just one shot that was fired by the individual?
At this point in our investigation, we do believe that there was just one shot. We did have some witnesses in the area who observed this individual, or were told that who observed it. So we do believe that it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Was it a headshot?
We do believe it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
This person's a man?
Yes, at this point, he's a 26-year-old male. I do not know where from, but a 26-year-old male who shot himself.
You indicated that this happened outside the hospital. Was this individual ever inside the hospital?
At this point, we're not aware that this individual was inside the hospital. What I can say definitively is that the individual was definitely outside when the shooting took place. So it was right on the sidewalk on Barkley, but in front of Butterworth's ER.
Terry, with the bomb squad investigating a suspicious package, how far are you advising the public to avoid this area? Are you advising them to stay far away from this area?
We don't have any confirmation of a bomb or anything like that. What we do, we're investigating that possibility, but we don't have that as that's not confirmed. So at this point, we are having just the immediate area evacuated. We do have Barkley closed from Michigan to Crescent at the moment, and we're currently evacuating and searching some other areas to determine if there is any threat out there.
How much of the hospital has been evacuated?
Inside of the hospital, there is no evacuation. Right now, I'm being told by Butterworth officials that they are treating patients as normal. So they are still doing what they do. They are working hard to treat the patients, so that part has not been interrupted. But right here in front of the street, the only thing that's kind of interrupted at the moment is that Barkley is closed and the normal entrance to ER has been diverted to the circle driveway on Michigan Street at its main entrance.
What type of gun was used? Handgun, shotgun?
At this point, I believe it was a handgun that was used in this incident.
How would you describe this person's injuries? You said he's being treated here.
Yes.
Is this life-threatening injuries?
I would, yes. Right now, the individual is currently being treated for life-threatening injuries following a gunshot wound to the head.
Terry, any other details on the package? Was it in a backpack? Was it in a container? Is it small? Is it big? Was it in a purse?
Yeah, at this point, the only details is that we have a bag that's possibly located, was near the individual, and that there was a suicide note that indicated that there was a parting gift for the police. We don't know what that is.
Was that note inside the bag?
No, the note was, I believe the note was on the individual's person.
And was the bag found on him or near him as well, or was it hiding here?
Upon arrival, we did notice that there was a bag that was near his location. So we have our bomb squad unit right now. We're going to see if we can get a look inside to see if there's any threat to that bag.
Okay. All right.
Anything else?
That he had pointed the gun at anyone else before he shot himself?
At this point, we have no indication that anyone else was in direct danger or that he pointed it at anyone else. We don't have that information. All we do know is that this individual, through witness account, has suffered a gunshot wound to the head and is currently being treated by doctors inside the facility.
And what are you guys doing to investigate the bag?
When it comes to investigating suspicious packages and things like that, obviously we have to evacuate the area. We have our bomb squad come in, and they do certain things in order to see if there is a potential threat, and that is currently where we are. We have evacuated the area, and our bomb team is on scene right now trying to get a better perspective on if there is a potential threat.
All right. Sergeant Terry Dixon there, the public information officer with the Grand Rapids Police Department, briefing us. One important clarification that he did make is that the individual who shot himself outside of the hospital here today in downtown Grand Rapids is still alive and is being treated at the hospital for life-threatening injuries, a gunshot wound to the head. The concern right now here at the scene, he emphasized, is the fact that this individual left a note implying that there may be some sort of gift left behind for police. They did find a bag here at the scene, and they're concerned, obviously, with what is inside that bag. So the bomb squad is here, the SRT, the special response team officials are here, and this is the scene that you're seeing here at the Butterworth campus of Spectrum Hospital, right here off of Michigan Street. Some of the most important information coming out here is the fact that if you are coming for an emergency room visit to this hospital, until further notice, you will need to go into the Michigan entrance, the main entrance to the building. They have a circle drive there, and that is where they are now taking in emergency patients, as this area is clogged with police. We're not able to show you that area in its entirety because of the concern about this bag and any chance that it could be explosive. They've asked us to be quite a distance from the scene and cleared from the area just in case. We're out here working to learn more. Hospital public information officials are here as well. As soon as we know another development, we'll be sure to get it back to you. But right now, we're going to send it back to the studio. Brian and Sue.
All right, Leon Hendricks reporting live from downtown tonight outside of Spectrum Butterworth. Out of an abundance of caution, that area closed down, as Leon mentioned. If you do need to get to the hospital, use the Michigan entrance. Sue?